Scott here. I wanted to talk about GPS trackers. Now, whether or not you need them or not, I mean, I have these. These are the TK102s. They cost about $15. You got to buy one of these with it, and they will work wherever you get a cell phone reception. If you don't get cell phone reception, the way this works is it sends a text message to your cell phone with the GPS coordinates, and then you can do whatever you want to find it. Look it up on Google Earth or use your phone for Google Earth. But they work really well. I've tried them. They're not a bad deal. They even come with a cord so you can hook them up to your car if you want them in your car. I mean, there's a lot of use for these. The catch is you got to have a SIM card and you got to pay for cell service. I got H2O SIM cards because I know they work here. I've used this before. They work very well, but everybody don't think that H2O gets any service, but they seem to get the same service I get on my regular cell phone. So, and I'm out in the middle of no place here. So H2O, $10 for 3 months worth of texting. All you got to have is texting on this. You don't have to have a full service. Just get the texting. $10, you get 3 months, and you could use it the $10 up in that 3 months, but I sure don't. I mean, you only do it a few times, just maybe a couple times to check it, and then if you're going to use it, maybe a couple times. But for me, I think this would be a nice deal for a car. They make a little holder that fits right here. You can put them in on the back of your Phantoms, all of them, the Phantom 3s, 4s, whatever. But the problem with this is I got these downward sensors and everything affects them. The feet, which I'm going to do another video on. And this, I don't fly with that on there. I'll explain that in the next video. But anyways, I don't want to have anything on the back there either. I'd have to shut the sensors off to fly with it, which is stupid. So I'm not going to use it. But it's pointless to use these with a Phantom, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't take much to see. I can go right to my DJI app. Click on flight record. Look at that. Every flight I've got is there. That's the flight I made. It shows a picture of where I did it. It shows it where it ended up. It shows it where it is now. I mean, if this was to go down, everything up to the point that the battery shut down will be right here. The GPS coordinates from the minute that it set down will be right here. And I've always got the video running. And when you got the video running here, there's also a video running on your DJI Go 4 app. It's in 720, but it'll tell you right where it went down. I mean, you got the video right until it went down, and you might even have the video after it went down if the battery didn't die in this. But either way, I mean, if it goes down, your Phantom's covered. I don't see any reason to put a GPS tracker on there. If somebody else can find a better reason, or some reason that it would be important, I understand when the battery's dead you can't find it, but it's going to have the from right where the battery, unless somebody steals it. I mean, and if somebody steals it, I think they're going to be smart enough to take this off the back of it, because that would be just dumb to leave it on. I mean, it just seems pointless to me to use it on the Phantom. Now, the reason I bought these was for these little Hubsons. And I bought them because I had an incident once where it went down. It's only gone down twice between both of them. I've only had them go down twice to where I had to go look for them. The one time was my New Year's video, which was kind of funny because you see me walking around looking for it in the snow. But the other one, it went down out here, another battery failure, and it went down, and I thought that it took off on me, but it didn't. It just went straight down. It went into failsafe and went straight down. Dummy me. When it started to go down, I lost control of it. I was thinking of another drone that I had, and I shut it off, and the failsafe would make it come back. Okay, it didn't do that with this. It just landed where it was. So I did have to go look for that. And when I shut it off, I lost the GPS coordinates, which was dumb. I'll never do that again. But that's what happened. So I bought these, and I figured, yeah, I'll strap one of them on there somewhere. And I'll have it. But you know what? Now that I'm smart enough and I've learned that, I don't see no reason. I just make sure that I write down the GPS coordinates. In fact, I even have a pencil that I shove in the battery box on the back of my Hubson controllers, so that I know to write down that before I shut the controller off if something was to happen and it went down. So for that reason, I mean, you might want to get one of these for that, but you're talking $10 for 3 months, and it costs $15 when you buy it. So, I have this for another option. This is just a Bluetooth tracker. It's only good for 200 or 300 feet. But the GPS will tell you the area it's in. This will exactly pinpoint it on your phone. You just point your phone to it. These only cost $3. They even come with a battery. You know, it might be good. I like to throw it inside these because they're so small they fit inside. Probably with that you'd have to put it on it, but honestly, I got the video. I'm not even going to use these. There are some situations where I think that maybe a GPS tracker might be a good thing. I just don't see no need for it. They do make better GPS trackers that you don't have to have cell service for. They have their own service, but they cost a lot of money. They're like $120, $130. So my take on GPS trackers. Here's SIM cards that I've had for 2-3 months now. I haven't even activated them because I just can't see much point in it. I might just put them in the cars. In my cars, you can hook them up direct. Like I said, they come with that wire. That way I can keep track of it. I got a 16-year-old daughter. So anyways, my take on GPS trackers is I don't see much point in it. If you got a Phantom, you got the records. I mean, the new DJI Go 4 app has everything. I don't know about the DJI Go app. I'm not familiar with that one. But the DJI Go 4, your bases are covered. And even if you didn't have the video and you didn't have the GPS numbers, it keeps track of it in the background too. So there's a data. You can get the data off. Either way, you're not going to lose it that way. I think GPS trackers are really unnecessary. I mean, maybe there are some drones that you would want a GPS tracker on. If it ain't a GPS drone, then you're not going to be flying that far away in the first place. And if it's already got GPS, I just can't see no reason for it. So that's my take on GPS trackers. I wouldn't buy one. I know I have them. And this one's kind of neat if you want to pinpoint it. And I want to give a shout out to eDrone9 also. He lost a Hubson. And quite frankly, that's why I went and got these. I mean, but when I typed in, he did have his GPS coordinates, and when I typed it in, it showed it right next to a pond. And I'm willing to bet a lot of money, eDrone, that your Hubson's at the bottom of that pond somewhere. Because I really think that if it went out, it's going to be within 20 or 30 feet from where you lost power. And the fact that you lost power in the first place tells me it probably went underwater, because it would have just stayed on. Unless you really smashed it up good. And I'll tell you, they take some good hits. So I don't believe that. I think you got it all wet. I think one of these wouldn't have done you any good because it would have went in the water. You ain't going to get no cell phone reception underwater. But anyways, that's my take on GPS trackers. I can't see much point in it. That's my thought. Thanks.